नमो नमः। गीताभ्यासै 4-9 जन्म कर्म च मे दिव्यम प्लस 4-10 वीतराग भय क्रोधा, a study by S.L. Abhyankar. In the scripting of the shloka below, orange highlighting indicates spots of padacheda. जन्म कर्म च मे दिव्यम एवं यो वेत्ति तत्वतः त्यक्त्वा देहं पुनर्जन्म नैति मामेति सोऽर्जुन. पदच्छेदै जन्म कर्म च मे दिव्यम एवं यह वेत्ति तत्वतः त्यक्त्वा देहं पुनः जन्म न एति माम एति सः अर्जुन. वीतरागभयक्रोधा मन्मया मामुपाश्रिताः बहवो ज्ञानतपसा पूता मद्भावमागताः. पदच्छेदे वीतरागभयक्रोधाः मन्मयाः माम् उपाश्रिताः बहवः ज्ञानतपसा पूताः मद्भावम् आगताः. वाक्यांशः विश्लेषणम्. We have the columns अनुक्रमाङ्कः, अव्ययाः, अन्ये सुबन्ताः, कर्तृपदीयाः, कर्मपदीयाः, तिङन्ताः, कृदन्ताः. हे अर्जुन, मे जन्म दिव्यम, मे कर्म च दिव्यम, तत्वतः यः एवं वेत्ति सः देहं त्यक्त्वा पुनः जन्म न एति माम एति. वीतरागभयक्रोधाः मन्मयाः माम उपाश्रिताः ज्ञानतपसा बहवः पूताः मद्भावं भवन्ति आगताः. In 1.1a and 1.1b, the word divyam is adjectival to janma karma cha and should fit in the column of kartrupadiya. But by being a krudantah, it can serve the verbal function. I am taking it to be so. Actually, the phrase janma karma cha seems to make a dual subject phrase. But divyam is singular, so I thought it good to replicate may and divyam in 1.1b also as krudanta. By this, may janma divyam and may karma cha divyam are two phrases both related to evam veti in 1-2. Interestingly, though evam is grammatically avyayam, here it is like an object of the verb veti. I think I have coined on my own good words kartrupadiyaha and karmapadiyaha, which have inherent inclusiveness and hence can include even avyayaha if they are object-like or subject-like. It is so in English also, in a sentence like, so he said so. So the second so is like an object of the verb said. In 1-4, the word na is grammatically avyayam, but fits better with eti. It is always so when na is negational adjunct of the verb. In 2-1b, 2-1c, 2-1d, the words upashritaha, putaha, agataha have prathama bhavachan. Eminently, they are kartrupadiyaha and match with vitaragabhayakrodhaha and manmayaha. But I thought it good to put them as krudantaha and in separate rows. As can be seen, upashritaha has its own karma padam, mam, mam upashritaha. Putaha has its own anyasubandam, jnanatapasa putaha. And agataha has its own karma padam, madbhavam, madbhavam agataha. Actually, across all four rows, 2-1a, 2-1b, 2-1c, 2-1d, there is no explicit tigantam. But there are krudantaha which do serve the verbal function. So, I have put upashritaha, putaha, agataha as krudantaha because they are Krudantah. Or one can take Bhavanti as the implicit Tigantam, in which case Upashritaha, Putaha, Agataha, Krudantaha, Agataha, these can be taken as into the Kartrupadiyah. Anyway, this is just a way of looking at the construction of the phrases. पदाभ्यास अर्जुन मे जन्म कर्म च दिव्यम एवं यह तत्वतः वेत्ति. दिव्यम दिव धातोः ण्यत् विशेषणम् अत्र नपुंसकलिंगम प्रथमा एकवचनम्. दिव दिवं क्रीडा विजिगीषा व्यवहार द्युति स्तुति मोद मद स्वप्न कांति गतिषु. So it has so many shades of meaning. Krida, to play, Vijigisha, to gamble, to dice, to desire to win, to transact, Vyavahar, to glow, Duty, to shine, to praise, Stuti, to please, Moda, to boast, Mother, Swapna, to sleep, to wish, Kanti, to go, Gati. Divadihi Chaturthaganiha Parasmepadi Sakarmakaha set. In fact, from this word Diva only, we have the word Devaha, God. And why Devaha is from Diva is possibly because gods can indulge into all these things, all the shades of meanings of the Dhatuhu Div. Interesting. Tatvataha. Tattva Napusakalingam Panchami Ekvachan. Note, I am calling Tattvataha as Panchami Ekvachan because by Sutram 5-3-7 Panchamyas Tasil, Panchamyaha Tasil. Tasil is the name of the Pratyaya, grammatical name. It actually affixes us only as Taha, Tas or Taha. So Tattvataha becomes Panchami Ekvachan. Vetti Lat Lakaraha Parasmaipadam Prathama Purushaha Ekvachanam of with, Vidang Jnane, to understand, to learn, to know, to realize, to experience, to be sad, to meditate, to think. So many shades of meaning. Adadihi Dvitiya Ganiyaha Parasmaipadi Sakarmakaha set. Saha Deham Tyaktva Punaha Janma Na Eti Mameti. Tyaktva Tyaj Dhatoho Tvantam Avyayam. Note, Tyaj Tyarang Hanau, to abandon, to leave, to quit, to let go, to renounce. Bhadi Prathamganiyaha Parasmepadi Sakarmakaha Anit. Punaha Avyayam Janma Janman Napusakalingam Atra Dvitiya Ekvachanam. Eti Lat Lakaraha Prathama Purushaha Ekvachanam of E in Gatau, to go. Adadi Dvitiya Ganiyaha Parasmepadi Sakarmakaha Anit. Mam Asmat Sarvanama Dvitiya Ekvachanam. Vitaragabhe Krodhaha Manmayaha Mam Upashritaha Bahavaha Jnanatapasa Putaha Madbhavam Agataha. Vitaragabhe Krodhaha. Vitaragabhe Krodha Pratipadikam. Visheshanam Atra Pullingam Prathama Bahuvachanam. Ragaha Bhayam Krodhaha Cha iti Ragabhaya Krodhaha. Itare Taradvantvaha. Vitaha Ragabhaya Krodhaha Yebhyaha Te Vitaragabhaya Krodhaha. Bahuri. Vitaha Vita Visheshanam Atra Pullingam Prathama Bahuvachanam. Note, Vita is Ta Visheshanam from V plus E. And note, E in Gatau, to go. So gone. Vitaha gone. Gone away. Adadihi Dvitiya Ganiyaha Parasmaipadi Sakarmakaha Anit. Manmayaha. Manmaya. Mat plus mad plus maya. And then Pullingam Visheshanam Atra Pullingam Prathama Bahuvachanam. Manmayaha. Note, mad, a form of the first personal pronoun, in the singular number used chiefly at the beginning of compounds as madarthe, for me, for my sake, machchitta, thinking of me, madvachanam, matsandeshaha, matpriyam, or quotation given from another verse from Gita 18-65. Manmana bhava madbhakto madhyaji mam namaskuru. Maya, adjective. Mayi, feminine. An affix. It is an adjectival affix, not a adjective by itself. Adjectival affix used to indicate made of, consisting or composed of, full of. Kanakamaya, Kashtamaya, Tejomaya, Jalamaya, like that. Upashritaha, Upashrita, Kta Visheshanam, from Upa plus A plus Shri. And again, Visheshanam, so Pullingam Prathama Bahuvachanam. Upashri, Prathamganiyaha Ubhaypadi, to have recourse to resort to. Bahava, Bahu, Visheshanam, Atra Pullingam Prathama Bahuvachanam. Jnana Tapasa, Jnana Tapas, Napusakalingam, Trutiya Ekvachanam. Jnanamayam Tapaha iti Jnana Tapaha. Madhyamapadalopi Karmadharaya. Jnanamayam. Again, Maya has been explained above. So Jnana plus Maya becomes Visheshan. So Maya is a Tadhyat Pratyaya, which makes Visheshanam of a noun like Jnana. Jnanamaya, Jnanamayam, Visheshanam. Atra Napusakalingam Prathama Ekvachanam. Putaha, Puta Pratipadikam. Pudhatoho Kta Visheshanam. Atra Pullingam Prathama Bahuvachanam. From Pu, Pum, Pavane, to purify, to cleanse. Bhadihi Prathamganiyaha Atmanepadi Sakarmakaha set. Or Pu, Pui, Pavane, to purify, to cleanse. Kradihi Navamganiyaha Ubhaypadi Sakarmakaha set. It looks like in the grammatical name of the dhatu, no indicates that the dhatu is Atmanepadi, and pui indicates that the dhatu is Ubhaypadi. So that is how the same dhatu pu, it has a different grammatical name pui when it is Atmapadi, pum when it is Atmanepadi, and pui when it is Ubhaypadi. So, in coining the grammatical names also, there are some codes. These are codes indicating whether the dhatu is Atmanepadi or Ubhaypadi. Madbhavam, Madbhava iti Pratipadikam. Pullingam Dvitiya Ekvachanam. Mama Mai Bhavaha, Mama Bhavaha अथवा मयि भावः इति मद्भावः. Note, mad, a form of the first personal pronoun in the singular number used chiefly at the beginning of compounds. This was so explained even when explaining the word madmayaha. Then agataha, agat, a plus gam dhatoho kta visheshana atra pullingam prathama bahuvachanam. Basically, agata is the visheshanam and dhatu is agam. Overall meaning, saramshatah. Arjuna, me janma karma cha divyam evam yaha tatvatah veti. O Arjuna, whosoever thus knows that both birth and action of mine are divine, divyam. Actually, the translation of tatvatah has not come, but I will discuss that later. Saha deham tyakva punarjanmana eti mam eti. He, on abandoning the body, does not go to rebirth, but goes to me. Now, punarjanma, I have deciphered earlier as punaha janma. Punaha is adverbial. Again. But when connected with Janma, in English it is translated by a single word, rebirth. Not being born again. Punaha Janma na eti. That should be the exact literal translation. But Punarjanma has been combined and translated as rebirth. वीतराग भय क्रोधाः मन्मयाः माम उपाश्रिताः बहवः ज्ञान तपसा पूताः मद्भावम् आगताः. Many persons who are free from passion, fear and anger are full of me, take refuge in me, and have become pure by the austerity of wisdom. They have come to my being. छंदो विश्लेषण. जन्म कर्म च मे दिव्यम च मे दिव्य एतेषां मात्राः एका द्वे द्वे. एवं यो वेत्ति तत्त्वतः अष्ट अक्षराणि ति तत्त्व एतेषां मात्राः एका द्वे एका. त्यक्त्वा देहं पुनर्जन्म अष्ट अक्षराणि पुनर्जन्म एतेषां मात्राः एका द्वे द्वे. न इति मामेति सोऽर्जुन अष्ट अक्षराणि तिसोऽर्जु एतेषां मात्राः एका द्वे एका. अनुष्टुप् छन्दः in 4-9. वीतराग भय क्रोधाः अष्ट अक्षराणि भय क्रो एतेषां मात्राः एका द्वे द्वे. मन्मया माम् उपाश्रिताः अष्ट अक्षराणि मुपाश्रि एतेषां मात्राः एका द्वे एका. बहवो ज्ञान तपसा अष्ट अक्षराणि न तप एतेषां मात्राः एका एका एका. पूता मद्भावमागताः अष्ट अक्षराणि वमाग एतेषां मात्राः एका द्वे एका. तृतीये पादे अपवादः अन्यथा अनुष्टुप् छन्दः in 4-10. टिप्पण्यः नोट्स ऑफ सेल्फ स्टडी. in phrases मामेति मन्मयाः माम् उपाश्रिताः मद्भावम् आगताः, these phrases merit a deliberation. Mam eti goes to me, that is, comes unto me. In fact, mam eti is supplemented by punarjanmana eti, which means one does not experience rebirth, one does not have to be born again, one becomes liberated from the cycles of birth and death. Manmayaha are full of me. Mam upashitaha have taken resort at me, and madbhavam agataha have attained my likeness. They all sound synonymous, but they seem to connote 4 stages of liberation. The 4 stages of liberation, moksha or mukti. See https://www.indiadivine.org/content/topics/1106-923-4-t types-of-mukti/. I have read all this so that you can as well click this photograph of this slide and note down and go to this site. And what is mentioned here, the scriptures mention 4 kinds of mukti. They are salokya mukti. When a devotee worships a particular god, he will ultimately obtain a place in the heavenly abode of that particular god. This is called as salokya mukti. The method of worship followed here is called as charya. I am going to comment on this, but this is what I have verbatim copied from that particular website. It is a method in which the seeker considers himself a slave and the god as the supreme lord. The next is sarupya mukti. A devotee practicing even more intense devotion will not only obtain a place in the heavenly abode, but will also acquire the qualities of the god he worships. The method of worship followed here is called as Kriya. Kriya here means performing puja, home and other rituals. We do not have to really subscribe to this particular detail what they have mentioned. I am going to comment on this. Samipya Mukti. If the worship is even more intense, the seeker will not only acquire the qualities of the God he worships, but he will also gain a godly form and a place very near to God. Samipyam. This method is called as yoga. Here yoga means the 8 steps of Ashtanga Yoga. Then Sayujya Mukti. When the worshipper transcends the Saguna form and reaches the Nirguna form, the seeker will realize that Jivatma and Paramatma are one and the same. This is called as Sayujya Mukti. The instrument to obtain this is Jnana. Jnana means realizing the Atma Tattva with the help of Nitya Anitya Vastu Vivekaha. Nitya Anitya Vastu Vivekaha. The first three are not important. Although they are referred to as Mukti, the real meaning of Mukti is not reflected by them because those three kinds of Mukti are not permanent. Also, in each of the three, the Jivi will be having some form, some sort of form. After the merit is exhausted, he will lose the celestial body and will again take birth as a mortal. But fourth type of Mukti is different. In this, the Jivi will not have a body and will not have another birth either. Only this should be considered as a real Mukti. This is what is mentioned at the website. Now, my line of thinking. From the above, maybe Mameti is getting near to him. So that should be Samipya Mukti. What is mentioned by Mameti in this shloka looks like the mention of Samipya Mukti. And then, is the Samipya Mukti by yoga? Like what they have said, Samipya by yoga. Is it so? Manmaya, being full of him. So Sarupya Mukti. And then by Kriya, Mam Upashita, being in his abode, being resorted to him. So Salokya Mukti, resorted in his own abode. So Salokya, same loka. And is this by Charya? Mad Bhavam Agataha, being one with him. So Sayujya Mukti, by Nitya Anitya Vastu Vivekaha. So the four phrases, Mameti, Manmayaha, Mamupashitaha, Madbhavamagataha, though prima facie synonymous, seem to connote the four types of Muktaya. I have put at 1, 2, 3 and 4 question marks in red against the methods mentioned. The word Sayujya is derived from Yuj. The word Yogaha is also from Yuj. So it seems the method by Yogaha matches well with the Sayujya Mukti. Also, the methods by Kriya and by Charya are not recommended any highly in Gita itself. See, the Veda Yajna Dhyanairna Danairna Chakriya Abhirna Tapobhirugraihi Evam Rupa Shakyam Aham Nirloke Drashtum Todanyena Kuru Pravira. This is 11-48. More important aspect mentioned in Gita is Man Mana Bhava Mad Bhakto Madhyaji Mam Namaskuru Mame Vaishyasi Yuktvavam Atmanam Matparayana 9-34. Also, Man Mana Bhava Mad Bhakto Madhyaji Mam Namaskuru Mame Vaishyasi Satyante Pratijane Priyosime. Note, Man Mana Bhava Mad Bhakto Madhyaji Mam Namaskuru. The first line in 9-34 is repeated ditto in 18-65. Obviously, that is the essence. That is what is the most essential. Essential. Sarvadharman parityajya mamekam sharanam braja aham tva sarva papebhyo mokshayishyami. See, mokshayishyami. Ma Shuchaha, 18-66. In the phrase Me Janma Karma Cha Divyam Evam Yaha Tattvataha Vetti, the word Tattvataha is significant, especially when it is to be read along with Vetti. A person Yaha Tattvataha Vetti is a Tattvajnani. Vetti knows. Jnani, knowledgeable. So Tattvataha Vetti is Tattvajnani, a philosopher. Note the original meaning of the word philosophy comes from the Greek roots philo, meaning love, and sophos, meaning wisdom. Love for wisdom. That is what a philosopher is. When someone studies philosophy, he wants to understand how and why people do certain things and how to live a good life. In other words, they want to know the meaning of life. The philosopher would also try to understand me janma karma cha, that is, he would try to understand his, the Supreme's, the Almighty's janma karma cha. And the philosopher would certainly realize that his janma karma cha is divyam, divine. Now, I happen to be writing divyam, divine, just intuitively, in the flow of writing. Having written so, I get to look at their etymologies. Note, the word divyam and the word devaha both are from div. The etymology of the word divine is from Latin divus, divinus, godlike. Old French, Deus, God. Now, it may not just be some divine coincidence that the etymologies of divyan and divine are so close. Div, Deus, Deus. Wonderful. Shubhamas.